Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is part 7, yes, part 7 of our Create a Lapbook series with me 2.0. And so far, we have just a quick recap. Here is our Lapbook in progress, right? And obviously we've done the cover. We put together, started on this panel here with just a trifold so far. Here we've got some pull-outs, flip-outs here. Was part 4. Part 5, we did this insert here and this journal right here for that. I think I'm going to put this library card in here. Yeah, that was part 5. Part 6 was what we just did, was this panel here where we have a flip out file folder here that flips out again here. Continues to flip out, so these are flip outs here. We're going to put some more stuff on top of there. We have a flip outs here that have flip outs here as well. 1 and 2 here, right? Then we have these flip outs here. And then I'm going to add these 2 elements to this part, right? So we're still working on that. But today, I'm going to be working on some stamping for elements because for our first panel that we worked on over here is going to be a waterfall element. Let me make sure I'm in frame here. There's going to be a waterfall element here in this part here. It's going to be all of these guys. These are picture frames, and I'm going to waterfall them all the way down because she specifically mentioned she wanted to be able to store photos. So we're going to have, I think, 9 of these stacked up. But I wanted to go and stamp them. So I've already started stamping them, right? And then I figured, why don't we just use an episode to do a bunch of pre-stamping of elements that I know I'm going to use, right? So this is kind of what it's going to look like, right? And I wanted to do, I also thought about putting smaller frames on the back. So when she flips them up, she'll have another frame here. So I'm debating whether to do a flip up with have another frame there, or do we make it a pocket with some journaling space where she can journal about what this picture is here, right? So that's what I'm debating for this. But the waterfall element is definitely going to happen. So I went ahead and started stamping last night. But then I got a couple of comments that people that wanted to see me do the stamping because they're new to it and they they don't mind watching me stamp. So we're going to finish stamping these. I've got a couple more to do. And then she also mentioned that she wanted a place to store, just so you know, FYI, a reminder, this is going to be for her gardening, a gardening Lapbook, right? So she wants to be able to plan her gardening bed, store seeds, pictures, a few other things. Like I said, one of the items she talked about was being able to store seeds. So I have these that I got from, I forgot that I had these, that I got from the Dollar Tree forever ago. And they are perfect, I think, for storing seeds, right? Normal seed packets are quite a bit larger than this, but there's not that much in them. So I think these will be fine, and we can put more in there for her, but we are going to stamp these, with something on the front. And then I figured we'll put them in a pocket. That way she can remove them. Yeah, they'll be in a small pocket with a label that she can write, what is in this particular seed pocket, or maybe we'll put a blank label here, or we'll stamp a blank label here so she can write on here what's in here, right? So that's what I'm considering also. So we're going to do some of these today as well. I don't know how many I'll use, so I might just do the whole pack. Kind of as a stamp therapy session. I've seen some artists do that where they just stamp and, it's kind of relaxing. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many more are in here? 10. I don't know if I'll do all of these, obviously. 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 6, 7, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 39. We're not going to do that many. I'll probably send a bunch of these blank ones to her so she can do her own as she grows her seed collection. But I need to get the stamping done, and this is the start to finish process, right? And this is part of that process. So we are going to do some stamping. Pretty much this is what we're going to do today in today's episode. So I was hoping to get one of my stamps that I ordered a while ago. I ordered it from Poland, and it's actually a stamp that Crafty by Tony has. It's a grid stamp. It's kind of like a faded grid stamp, and she didn't know, she couldn't remember where she got it, or she couldn't find it for the link. I happened upon it at an Etsy, so I got it. It was totally expensive, but I've been looking for it forever, and that vendor had one, so I ordered it weeks ago. I'm still waiting on it. I know it's somewhere in New York. but I was hoping it'd get here while I was working on the stamp part. But it's not. It's a really great background stamp. But I have others. So anyway, that's what kind of we're going to focus on, is showing you how to do, like in these, the background, not just the stamping itself, but the background too. I didn't do any of these upside down, did I? I hope not. Yeah, these are all right side. Oh, there's one backwards. Oh, dang it. It's upside down. Oh, that's irritating. We'll have to use that in another project because I can't use it in this one. They all have to be facing the same way. Alright, means I need another one. Do I have another one? I hope I have another one that size. Please tell me I've got another one that size. Oh no. Aha! Yes? Yes. Okay. Okay, so number one, make sure you're stamping the right direction, because I want them all to be loading this way, right? I haven't put the acetate in them yet because we're stamping, right? And I don't want to get it dirty. Yeah, so we're going to stamp these today, and we'll stamp some of the C packets as well. And the other things that we need to stamp are these guys that I'm making out of a pre-made envelope. I'm making them into pockets because they're going to go over here on this side. And this flip out here, it's going to go like right there. Yeah? So we'll need to stamp this one as well. There'll be a few other things we need to stamp. Oh, I need to put magnets on these things. Or put paper clips on them right now so they don't get bent. Hang on one second. Let me put some paper clips on these things. Something to keep them still and not get bent in this making process, right? So, let me just do this. Actually, paper clips so the back ones stay put too. Until we put closures on them. I think we're going to put magnets on those. And this one here is going to be like a string policy closure there. So we need magnets for these. Probably a magnet here as well to keep this shut. Yeah. Anyway, so we got this one and this one to stamp as well. So let's see how much we get done in an hour. I also did decide what I was going to put in this middle panel. I'm going to put these black frames in here. Nothing else will fit without causing too much bulk and interfering with the other pieces. But I think that'll be perfect. They're nice and flat. They fit perfect, right? So that's what's going to go here in the middle section. They're not going to impede on anything. Nothing's going to touch it or scratch it up. So those are going to go there, by the way. Okay, so let's fold this up and get started and do some stamping. Okay. What's that paper clip there? Oh, this guy said other elements that I want to put in there. But we're making progress. I think this thing looks pretty good, don't you? I'm enjoying it. I am. You guys don't know this, but I've already filmed. Well, we're on 7, right? And I've only released 2 so far. But I've been filming 1 or 2 videos per day. I've been just like really into this journal or into this Lapbook. If you can see around my desk, there is like stuff piled everywhere, like, you know, papers and stamps and ribbons and whatnot. Speaking of ribbon, the closure, I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos, that we're going to do a sort of wrap closure with using these D-rings here, right? I think I might have changed my mind on using this shabby ribbon I found this. I forgot that I had this. It's a canvas ribbon, right? Really strong, I think, and it looks really nice on the paper, on the fabric rather. So I'm thinking about using this instead of this, FYI. Just for strength alone, I think it'll look, and I think it looks cute. So that's another decision I made recently. Okay, let's get started. So let's start with this one here. Doesn't have the acetate in it. I just put a card in here so we don't stamp the background. I don't mind if we distress the background, which I need to do some more of that with this one. So let's do that now using Scorched Timber and a blending brush and just going around, darkening it up a little bit. I don't mind if it gets in the inside here, inside the field there. Doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, put a card in there. Then I'm going to actually darken the edges even more. I want these things to look really old because we're even going to put some background distress on it as well with some of the speckling stamps that I have, some other background stamps that we're going to play with today. Now, what I find is the key to stamping is not focusing so much on whether or not the stamp makes sense. You know, you'd be surprised when you're collaging that things that you wouldn't normally, like, you know, this is gardening, so why in the world would I put, I don't know, let me show you one that I did that may not make sense individually, but together looks okay. Like this one. It's got a big 5 on it. It has no, you know, pertinence to gardening or whatever, but I like it there. You know, it looks cool. I think it looks cute. But all those pieces together, all those elements together, I think makes a really cool collage. So think about that as you're, you know, if you're struggling to decide on what stamps to use. It almost doesn't matter. I mean, once you put all the elements down together, I mean, it's a 3. It's what, you know, whatever. I have another one on here that says orders attended to day or night. That has nothing to do with gardening, but I like the way it looks there. Okay, so don't stress too much about the stamp or you know, picking the right stamp, right? Just go with what feels right, you know. And 9 times out of 10, it'll look fine. Okay, it's gonna look fine. Besides, if it doesn't, do it again. Do it over. Start over. It's no big deal. Okay, so we're gonna start with the backgrounds. Okay, I'm going to use. I have a grid stamp here that I want to use, but I also have. Where'd it go? I've got 5 different books that I'm looking in right now for my texture stamps. Here's one. We'll start with this one. I like these stamps. So these are one of a number of texture stamps that I have, and we're going to use this one to start with. So look through your stamps. You probably have texture stamps that you don't even realize that you have. I forgot my acrylic square. I think I did. How did I forget? Where did I? Ugh. See, I've got so much stuff piled up over here. I don't even know what I've got going on over here right now. And with all that, I totally forgot to do my shout outs. Let's do our shout outs right now. So shout outs to Joanne, Jess, Judy, Leanne, and of course my Julie, and Raven. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for your comments. I appreciate you. And now I'm gonna go find my acrylic block. Okay, here's one, and I think I'm gonna grab a couple of other stamps while I'm over here. Should I grab some of the colors, maybe? Maybe. Maybe should I? I don't know. Let's stick with the browns. Yeah. All right. I went and grabbed my archival Kofi also. In this stamp, which I love. It's just a number, so which I can create any year I want, which I love that. Love that stamp. All right, so what I'm using majority is to distress around and ink the edges. I'm using Distress Ink, Scorched Timber. The most of the stamping you've seen so far that I showed you, this has all been done with, I just got this Fallen Leaves from Versaclear, and I love it. I also went and just grabbed Archival Ink Kofi. This does, by the way, take a minute to dry, so I had to set them out so they didn't smear, right? So just keep that in mind. It doesn't dry instantly like Archival Ink does, and I'm wondering what that's going to look like versus the Fallen Leaves. So let's just test it to see real quick. That doesn't look much different than the Fallen Leaves, and I know that won't smear. It's interesting. Interesting. Well, we have them both out, so let's just see what happens. Okay, so let's do some speckling first. They already started anyway. I'm gonna do these larger bubbles here. Let's see. That. Okay, so it is a lot lighter, really, than, which is good for the background. Yeah. Then I'm going to do some small speckling up here, and then down in this corner. And some more bubbles. And some down here. Come on. You can never have too many speckles. Maybe you can't. I don't know. I can't. Once I start, I can't stop with the speckling. I probably go overboard. I'm pretty sure I go overboard, but I like it. Okay, put that aside. We're gonna do some more texture. I want to do, what's that one I like so much? This is a linen looking one, I think. So this one, let me show you what it looks like. I love it. Like, looks like that, which I think is totally cool. So I think I want to do some around the edges here. Yeah, definitely. Just gives it a little extra oomph, right? Maybe some full corner, some right there. Maybe some more at this corner. So that's enough, maybe. Okay, I think that's enough. See, once I get started, I can't stop with the background stuff. All right, let me grab a baby wipe here, because we are about to get messy. My fingers last night were just like, fingertips are black, and they're still kind of black from last night. Okay, so we started with the background, right? So let's stop at the background and actually do some elements. Well, where do I want to start? There's so many options. Okay, so I've got field notes and eccentric. We'll start with those. Those are always good ones to start with. I'm going to start with specimen here. And I want to see the word specimen, so let's put it right about there. Oops. And how about this one? I like that one. Maybe put this one right next to it. Maybe a little bit further down. There. And like I said, don't, stress about which stamp you pick up. Just pick them up. It's okay. Like, I'm gonna put this number 5 on it again. I love this 5. I just do. I love this 5. Mr. Tim Holtz, I love this 5. I don't care what you put it on. It looks good. No matter where you put it. I don't care who you are. It looks good. See? I mean, come on. Let's see. How about some numbers here? We'll do these. And this is just picking from field notes and eccentric, I mean, if you're a stamp collector like I am, I've got 5 books, 6 books full, and I'm ready to buy another book to store them in. Let's do right here. And I got stamps I'm still waiting on. My new one came in yesterday, which is this one, which is cool. Check this out. Love this. Isn't that pretty? A lot of beautiful numbers. I love the dates on here. There's plenty of dates. With that dates here, and the bugs are cool. So, I didn't realize it was this big when I got it. I was like, oh my god, I thought it was going to be like, a normal size, but it's quite huge. Let's do something circular, I think, here. Right here. It's good. Trying to not be all inky, but I'm getting inky by not being inky. Okay, what else we got? How about this gardening journal? Let's put this on here somewhere. Like right in here. So we'll just do the top part of it. Okay, about there. That'd be good, yeah? Right there. And of course, stop whenever you want. You don't have to fill it up like I'm doing. This is just the way I do it. How about we put type slide? That's a good one. Okay. what else can we put in here? Just more numbers. Right there. It's a good place for it. Turn it around. There we go. What else can we put? Let's see. Let's put a label here. And we'll put a number inside that. How about that? This one will fit there. There we go. And then I think we'll put something right there and call it done. What about the figure? Something a little bigger, I think. How about, oh, I don't know, maybe something circular again? Maybe like an overlap? No. Now don't let this, like, you know, stall you or whatever. You just grab something. My stamps aren't very sticky anymore, so I kind of have to wet the block to get it to stick. Stay on there. Come on. Alright, we'll put this right there. Alright, I think we're done with this one. Let's put that one this side to dry. Next, we got the card out of there. So you can see how, if you can see on here, it's reflective. There's kind of shining spots. So it tells me it's definitely not dry. So let's do the next one here. Or another one, rather. And I'm going to put, I think, these aside for the moment. Try out some other stamps. What do you say? And we'll always come back. These are always a good staple to have around and out when you're stamping. Always. Okay. I'm starting to get a headache. I think I'm just dehydrated. I might have to stop and get some water here in a minute. Let me make sure I'm still in frame. Am I in frame? Yeah, okay. Alright, so let's do some more distressing on here. Next, we'll take the card out because I want to get the background some. And when I'm blending, just notice I'm starting out at the outside and going in with it. But just to give it a more, you know, dirty look, a little more grunge to it. And then I'll take my dauber and go around the edges some more. Make those darker. I want them to look like old frames, right? Something that's been handled a lot. And then I'll blend those out also. Here we go. Alrighty. A little more here. Alright, that's good. Alright, how about some background? Let's do, how about this grid stamp here? I'll use this one. Here. And let's put our piece of paper back in there. Alright, how about right here? Go. It's way too inky. And maybe a little bit down here in the corner. Yeah. Okay. Let's start with that. And of course, we got to do some speckling. Have to. That's not even a question, but let's try something else for background, for more background speckling. Let's try this one. I like this one. Looks like something spilled on it, which I like. Go this way. I think we'll do this a little bit more, like coming off the paper some and a little down here. Yeah. And we'll do some in this corner. And then coming up on the edge. And on this edge here. Should we do some right here? Sure, why not? Right there. And then let's hit up here in this corner. Right there. Maybe a little there. There we go. I think that's good. Love this fallen leaf. It's almost black, huh? Any other background we want to put on here? I've got this linen that I'm kind of digging at the moment. It looks like linen tape when you stamp it down. Let's try that in the lighter brown, just for it to be faded in the background some. Let's see here. Like that. Yeah. Just lightly in the background so it's there. Some filler. Oh, my eyes itchy. Excuse me a second. Ow. Okay. I don't have that much time today, so I kind of get a move on here. I actually got to get to, I got my day job work to do today. So, but I really wanted to film this today. All right, let's use this stamp, and I'm going to leave it on 1893. Stamp that on here somewhere. How about right here in the bottom corner? Love it. I got this off Temu, by the way. Because I can dial in whatever year I want. You know, you see some date stamps and it's only a few years, but this one has got all the numbers on all 4 reels there, so you can put anything you want. All right, let's try. Let's grab a book. Let me see one of my books here. Ugh, my eye is just like really itchy right now. Let's see what's in this book, huh? Let's see here. Ticket stuff. These are our tickets. Some postal stuff. More tickets. Photo. Ledger. Yeah. You want to put some ticket stuff on it? Let's do that. I haven't used these yet. Let's do these. Why not? Here we go. Let's do this. Is looks like an old bus pass one. Okay. And how we go right here on this line side. Okay. I'll take that. And I think that's all I want to use on that one. And let's go for something else. Let's grab another book. Let's see what else I got. This looks promising, though. So I got this stamp set. Let's do this one. We've got like note and catalog. That'll work on here, I think. Put catalog up here. And how about notes? I'll put notes on here. Not right there in the center. That works. You got identification is another good one we can use. But we go down this way. Okay. We can keep using some from here. Let's do filed. I'm gonna do file like diagonally up here. What do you think? Why not? There we go. That's a little busy right there, but it's okay. Kind of looks like it says failed, didn't it? Well, it's okay. There's a little word called contents. Let me put that right here. All right, let's move on to something else. Nope, wrong one. Let's grab another book and see what we can find. Oh, too many books out. I got some of my new Crafty by Tony ones that are in here. Like her texture stamps, I got those. This is a Bo Bunny one called Build a Tag I got, which is cool. That's another one for Bo Bunny here. Let's see what about here. This is one from Crafty by Tony. This Tim Holtz is here. Got another Crafty by Tony somewhere, I thought. Where's my... I have one called The Collector of hers. It must be in one of my other books. It is. Oh. Those are sticking to me and dropping on the floor. Uh-oh. Excuse me 1 second, y'all. Can you see my face? Sorry. Ooh. Okay. Oof. Alright, time to start picking things. I'm starting to let my collection get to me. Alright, let's see. How about, we need something circular, so we'll do this one right here. That's so sticky. Is that right side? Yeah, okay. This one just says New York on it. I'll put that right there. Let's see what else. We need some more numbers, yeah? How about this large one here to go on the other corner opposite of that date, or that year? Right here, yeah? Maybe kind of on or kind of off. Like that. Alright, let's see. We need something right here. What's on here? How about quality? Nah. Let's try a different set. Let's see. This one's got like memo and receipt on it. It's got some cool little pieces. Let's use this one. Like that butterfly. It's small. I think it'll look good right on here. About right here. Should we do it kind of cockeyed? Yeah, why not? Here we go. Okay, then we've got, I like this little piece of stitching here. You guys can see that. It looks really cute. I've used it before. I love it. It's just like a little piece of stitching. That's all it is. I have to put that right underneath note, I think. Right? Like that. There we go. What else can we use on here? How about another circular one right there? Right here. And that's enough, I think. Alright, there's another one. Done. Off to dry. Next, how many more we got? We got one. We have two more to do for these. And I might just keep this out for a minute. Alright. Let me pause for just 1 second, guys. I'm going to grab some water. Alright, you guys. Let's keep on going here. As I was walking by one of my cabinets, I forgot, I've got all these rubber stamps too that I haven't used in forever. So I brought these out. Why not? Use what you have, right? Go shopping in your stash. be surprised what you got. Where do those texture stamps go? Let's bring those back out here so we can do the background. Let's see. How about some light speckling? What do we want to do? What do I want to do? Let's use... I think I kind of want to use some of Crafty by Tony stuff, but it's such on a small scale. Thinking. Alright, let's just go ahead and put some the Kofi speckling, light speckling in the background. Where's my card? I have to distress this one still too. Let's do that first. Alright, so let's... If you notice, my crafting area or usable space is getting smaller and smaller each video in this series. So I'm trying to like have everything in within arm's reach, because I'm always forgetting stuff, right? And I never, like with this series, sometimes I don't know where I'm going with a certain element, and I need my stuff around, right? So anyway, yeah. All right, so that's why I've got all this around. Keeps me motivated and gives me inspiration as I'm going. I'm gonna take this out for a second so we can just do some blending here. Alright, some more in this corner here. You guys think that good? Yeah, I think so. Here we go. We're good. Alright, backgrounds. Make sure I do this right side up, right? Okay, so we're going to do the lighter Kofi speckling here, I think, this time around for the background. And some in this corner, kind of traveling up a little bit. And then a little bit on this edge, right there, in that corner. It never ends. Alright, and do we want to put the large bubbles on here, maybe? A couple. Maybe on the bottom. Oh, this one's starting not to stick too. Get on there. Let me put a couple bubbles on here, just down at the bottom. About there, I think is good. Let's balance it out and put it on the other side. There we go. That's enough. Enough with the bubbles. Let's try a different texture. This one kind of gives a grid, kind of like a brick effect almost. This one I like to use on the edges more than anything, so I'm going to put it here. And then I think right here on the inner edge, maybe. Yeah, I like that. It's kind of more like a netting, yeah, I guess you'd say. Maybe some right here. Here in the middle. Up in this corner. And it's a little crooked, but that's okay. And I want to say down here a little less, but it's still on the edge, but even less than the last one. Yeah. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty cool, right? Yeah, okay, that's good. Alright, I think that's enough texture for now. Put that over there. And go back to that build a tag. Well, where'd it go? What did I do with that? What did I do with it? Did I take it out? Oh, what did I do with it? I don't know what I did with it. Where did it go? You guys, what did I do with it? I don't know where I put it. I'm gonna need that. Oh, there it is, right underneath the other one. Okay. It needs to go back in its little sleeve there in a second. Okay. So let's do let's see, how about do some postal? It's got a little miniature, teeny tiny postal thing happening here, so let's do that right up here. And then it's got a little wavy things to go with it. Miniature. I like it. It's so tiny. Like that. That's cute, yeah? And then I want to use that stitching again, just because I like it. And it has another couple other stitches on it as well. And I'm going to do this one kind of going off the page right there. And let's see, it's got some really tiny numbers. How about, there's another stitch looking thing here. Let's put that one here. Ooh, I like that one. Let's do that at the top too. Like over here opposite, yeah? Yes, like it. I like it, I like it. Let's try this other one. It's got one more stitching. I think it's another stitch. Really teeny and skinny. Ooh, this is little. You can get it on the block. Okay. This one, how about we go in the center? No, right up there. It's okay. It's okay. It's alright. Right there. Yeah, I like that one. And maybe one here. And over here. Why not? Okay. I think we're good with the background. I love doing the background. I watched one of these Cracker Tony videos. She was just all about background stamping, and I've been a background fiend ever since. Trying all kinds of things and searching my stash for things that I wouldn't normally use or never thought about using until I saw her just, crafting away, using them as backgrounds and whatnot. This is some sort of calendar whatnot, but it's got some words on it, so maybe might be good here. Might be too small. Maybe that's too small. Alright, let's move. Keep this one out, but let's move to a different stamp. How about, I want to put some script on it. This one's got some script on it. This is a Bow Bunny one. And it's got a grid on it, which we could probably use. Let's do this one. I haven't used this one yet. Where's that script? It's so brand new. It's so sticky. Come off. I don't want to rip the stamp. Okay. This is a pretty script. So since I haven't used it before, I'm going to kind of prep it before I use it and just stamp like that with it. That's a pretty script. It's nice and tiny and clear. I like it. Let's make sure we get that covered. Did I get it all? I think it's a really tiny script. I'll probably put that right here. So we cover all the space here. Let's see if I can get it level. That works. Okay. And how about the grid? I don't know if we should use grid on this one because we've got so much grid going on already. We'll save that for later, but we will come back to that one. I want to use that grid and those flowers. Let's grab one of my rubber stamps over here that I had not used. Let's see, it is a gardening journal, so how about some leaves here? Let's put some plant life on this thing. What do you think? Yeah, let's do some all the way up the side. Just different directions. Like that. Maybe come down this way with it. Actually, I like this. Just do it all the way down and then all the way up. This is kind of cool. I like this, the vine going all the way around it. Yep, I want to do that all the way around. And just keep switching directions. Here we go, done. And one more right there. There. All done. I like that one. It's really busy, but I kind of like it. Okay, that one's done. Throw that dry, please. Okay. And we got one more, looks like, right here. And let's distress it. I think it's about time to re-ink my pad here. Okay, smoothing everything out, adding a little more distress to the inner part of the frame. I like the way the blending brush kind of just softens the ink, or the oxide, whichever you're using. Now remember, like I said, I'm using the distressed ink, not the oxide to scorched timber, which I have both, but I normally use scorched timber ink. It's just, it's darker, and since I don't need the properties of the oxide right now, especially when I'm inking the edges, I don't want to put them wasting it. Okay, make sure we got this right set up. All right, again, let's start with the backgrounds. I've got another set of grid stamps that I think I want to try. She also said she doesn't want anything too girly, so I'm keeping that in mind as I'm stamping. Where is it? It's this book right here. Making sure I'm still in frame. Yes, we are. All right. So how about? Ooh, we haven't done coffee rings yet. Let's do some coffee rings. Coffee rings, coffee rings. Who doesn't love a coffee ring? I know I do. I love a coffee ring. All right, Tiana, you are seriously cramping your space here. All right, we'll do one here. And then we'll do half of one right next to it, right? Right there. Let's do one here. Let's try one up there. Let's try a different coffee ring. Let's see, what about this one here? It's got a little splatter to it. This in right here. This one looks kind of weird. And then we'll do this one down here in the corner. And maybe one more coffee ring, and I think that's coffee ring enough. We'll do a little one maybe. A mini one. Mini coffee ring. And here. Yeah. And then we'll do one up here. I think that's enough coffee rings, don't you? Let's see, we got some ink splatter. Yeah, I don't think so. I do have some more, like, it looks like ledger grid, but it's really cool. So let me just show you this. I remember where I got it. I think I got it on Temu, but look at all the different grid. Like, it's like ledger, but I mean, it's so cool. I love it. I can't remember where I got it. I have to go look. But I'm just loving it. If you can tell, I've been using these particular ones a lot, which I'm going to use right now. On the edges, like that. I love that look. Tell me, I mean, come on. That is cool. Love it. All right, I'm gonna use the other long. God, doesn't it look cool? I just, ugh. It reminds me of like old newspaper ads where they put the shadowing in, and the shadowing is in like a grid pattern. Or old comics, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. All right, let's see. How about? I think I'm gonna put that here. Oh, love it. And a little bit up here. Not as much, but some. There. Oh, I love it. I freaking love these document stamps. These big stamps. Like I said, after watching that one video of Crafted by Tony, I can't remember which one it was. I think she was just making labels or something. I'll see if I can find it, and I'll put a link to it in my description. I guess I can find it. But ever since then, I started like ordering texture stamps and been all about it, using texture. What does that say? That's the alphabet. Let's see. Here's some. This is like a pharmacy set that I got. How about we use some of these? How about Handle with Care would be a good one, right? Haven't used this one yet, so let's see how it looks. Oh, I didn't get ink all the way. Okay, let's see how this one looks. We'll put this right here. If I get on there straight, come on. There we go, okay. And what is this? This says, using before, shake well before using. Why not? Let's use that one. Shake well before using. Put this one on there straight. I think it's on there crooked. Yeah, there we go. You put that over here. Not right up here in the corner. Alright, let's get some circular ones here. Let's try one of these. This is, what does that say? Ah, some sort of pharmacy stamp. Business stamp. We can put that right next to these coffee rings, yeah? So, I'm gonna put it again up here. Yeah, like it. Yeah, like I said, see, I mean, just grab your stamps. You never know. I mean, it'll work. Trust me. Just grab something. Let's see what else. Let's try. We can put some ads on here, or we can put some more flowers. How about? I have this date stamp, rubber stamp that I got. Let's try this one. Let's see what it looks like. That's cool. Let's do this one. Right here. I want to get on there straight. Come on. Oh, it's crooked. I can't ever get them straight. I hate that. It's okay. That looks cool. What else have we got here? Do you want to put some more leaves on it? I got this one. We can put here. Or... yeah, that small one again. That small one works for a good filler. Right there. This is a really good filler, actually. Especially for this gardening journal. I like it. Let's see. I've got some more plant stuff over here. It's a little too big, I think. What do you want to put in here? I want to put some more filler. What do I got? Need some numbers, yeah? I got some numbers here. Ooh! Hold on now. Let's do some numbers from here I haven't used yet. Some filler, those spaces. Now that my book is about to come slamming down. calm down over there. Let's do this one. And put this one right here. No, how about right there? Okay. Let's grab another number. What do we got? Ow. There's a long one we could put up somewhere. Right down here at the bottom. I think it'll be good. Right here. There we go. Got it straight. And I think one more little thing right there underneath that shake well before using would be good. What do we got? No. How about some stitching right there? That stitching piece, like this one. Right there, I think. Be a nice filler right there. Yep. I think we'll fill it in over here too. Yep. Yep. That's done. Enough with that one. Okay, one more to do, and then we will move over, if we've got some time, to the seed packets that I want to eat, or those little mini coin envelopes that I got from Dollar Tree that I'm going to use as seed packets. Okay, let's move this down here. Put this back on. Uh-oh, I forgot where this one went. I forgot which book that came out of. I'll find it. It's okay. Alright, this one's off to dry. I'm going to put you. I'm running out of space to dry things. Some more water. Well, one more. This one I had one more to do. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that it? We do them all? I guess so. Okay, well, I guess we did them all. Let's switch over to the other things we need to stamp. Where do I put these? Ugh, like I said, I'm running out of room. We'll put those right here for now. Okay, let's see what else we have to stamp. We have to also stamp these guys. So let me cut this one. How did I do it? I cut the top off, and yeah. So for this one, there's actually a pre-made envelope. When it's all put together, it's like this, right? So what I'm doing to make it a pocket is I'm cutting this top part off and this part off down to right about here. So when I flip it up, it won't show through the window, right? So it looks like this when I'm done, right? So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this top piece off. Now you can get these from Temu. That's where I got them. I got them in black craft paper, and I got mini ones in a green color, which are cool. They're even smaller than these. Come on, straighten up. Okay. If you miter that a bit, and that one. Did I do that on these? No, I didn't. Let's do that. I don't want to show. So I'm mitering the top of the pockets, those flaps. And this one looks like I did about a little bit less than half an inch. So let's start here. See how this looks. Can you see it? Nope, that's it. All right, let's miter this one as well. Like that, and then like, come on. Like that. There we go. So when we fold it, like so, it'll be a pocket. Yeah? So let me keep these to help cover up these windows. We don't want to get ink on those. I guess I can always wipe it off, but just don't want to have to bother with it, right? Okay. Let's so those are gonna go over there, and there's some. I want to use this. Let's think about this. Let's use this one after I distressed it. So let's ink the edges here. Do some blending on it, like we do. Okay, that's good. Let's just take the blending brush and blend it out a little bit. We need to add any more ink to it, I don't think. Yeah, okay. Do this one already. Let's blend this one a little bit too. Okay, I'm not gonna put a notch in these because it's got you know, these flaps, so it's got plenty of room to put things in and out, right? Okay, so I'm gonna use this craft paper, or this scrap here, to cover up where I can on this thing. Let's see, I'm actually gonna round this corner and it might fit better. Let's see. Yep, maybe a little better. Yeah, that fits a little better. Okay, I'm gonna try this beehive hexagon pattern, I think. This background on this. It might look cool. I think. We'll see. Let's see here. I need to make this square so I can actually cover things up. Alright, let's try that. That's better. Okay. Alright, I'm going to do that up here. That's kind of cool, you guys. Then put some down at the other corner, maybe. Like right here. Up to the window, but not over it. Kind of dig that. That looks cool. Alright. Alright. I think we're going to do some more. Well, I'll probably put a bee on it. I've got a bee wooden stamp around here. I do. Let's put a bee on it. Why not? Why not? No, we haven't done any background on it yet, but we will. Just a second. Alright, let's put the bee up here in the corner. Or should we do it right here? I think we'll do it down here. So let's cover up the window. And let's put the bee right here. Yeah? There's one bee, and let's put one up there in the other corner too. Up here, let's say. Yeah? Maybe we'll do this one going this way. Here we go. Oh, that's okay. That's alright. That'll work. We can fill that in with something. Okay, how about... Let's see. I think I'm going to grab something out of here for some more background. Well, it needs speckling, of course. So let's do that. Can't forget that. Here. Should be able to miss the acetate by just doing it like that. There we go. Looking good. There. Put some more right there. That's actually pretty good. Almost like that. What do y'all think? I may leave it. Hold on. Got stamps. Stamp-a-lanch over here. What else can we put over here? Need some words or something, don't you think? How about the word vintage? Right there. Got like it up here. Yep, I do. I do. I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah. Okay. What else can we put over here? How about some more background. I think it needs. What do we want to put? I think some more that grid would look good with this hexagon shape. I think. Let's find out. Right here. Yep. It does. Alright, where's that cover piece? Because I want to put it right here on this inner edge here. Like right there. Let's see how it looks here. Yeah, for sure. Digging that for sure. Put this up here. Right there. Yeah, I dig it. Some right here. Need something else to stand out, though. But what? I think I might have gotten too busy at this point. Unless we do like something bold from in here. We need a big number. How about 7? How about the number 785? That's nice, big and bold, right? And we'll put that right here. Yeah. Maybe another number right up here. Something like. Let's see, what do we got here? Come on, show me a number. No, it's a little too big. Something smaller. I like that one. That ought to be seen. Right there. Put it right here. And that one's done, I think. Let's finish that one up. Okay. I'm darken it up just a smidge here. A little too clean for me. It's a little more grungy. A little more grungy. Yeah, that's better. Much better, I think. What do you think? Yeah? Okay. Here's one. Alright, let's grab another one. Let's put... Alright, let's do our background real quick. And we're going to do it in coffee this time. And fallen loose. We're going to do both colors. We're going to start with this one. And some down here. Okay. And then let's do let's do the linen tape again. I like that one. Let's do that one. We're gonna do this one darker. Yeah? Yeah. Just right there. Gonna work. I think we'll do a little more down here at the bottom. Right there. Then down this side. Maybe a little up here too. That's enough. There. Now it's enough. Now it's not. There it is. Now it is. Oh my God. I've got problems. Okay, that's enough. Enough background, John. Enough. Is it though? Is it? I mean, I could leave it just like that. Be done with it. And be fine. Just like that. To be honest. If I'm honest, I could leave it just like that. Okay, I forgot where these two stamp sets went, so I'll have to figure that out in a minute. I could get to work. How much time have we got here? Oh, goodness, we're over an hour. Let's finish this one up, and I'm going to let you guys go. All right, how about ticket? It's a good one. We'll put that one up here. Yep. Okay, let's keep going. We're almost done. Need some numbers. Do this one. How about we do this one here? How about word phrase here? Workroom 220. Let's try that. Now I'm speeding through it. Oh no, it dropped. Okay, come on, stick. Just for a second. Okay. And something else circular right there. Well, we did this one. Factory. Cover this edge up here, and we'll go right there. Need some more filler. About, well, it was proving itself in the past. How about the leaf again? I like it. Did well before. Let's do it again. Yep. I'll do one in this corner and one in that corner. Here. Yep, done. I'm done with that one, I think. Let's see how it looks. Oops, and we did get ink on it. Well, it's VersaFine, so it's not permanent, so we can get it off. Just clean that up. There we go. Alright, so we got that one and this one together, so these two will go on this same page. This one is missing something right there. Let's put some more of the brick pattern right there just to fill it in. Right here. Yeah? Right there. Okay. I'm done with it. Alright, what do you guys think? Okay, so we are post an hour, and we did these guys. I think they came out pretty good. So what I'm going to do next with these, I'll put acetate in them in the windows, right? So these ones are good. And we'll do another stamp session here really soon. We got to do the seed packs. We need to stamp those. Once I figure out where I'm going to put those, then we'll do that one. Okay? All right, you guys have a good night. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.